Finance company is an enterprise engaged in the loan of money against collateral to manufacturers and retailers. Financing companies are corporations, except banks, investment houses, savings and loan associations, insurance companies, cooperatives, and other financial institutions organized or operating under special laws, which are primarily organized for the purpose of extending credit facilities to consumers and to industrial, commercial, or agricultural enterprises by direct lending or by discounting or factoring commercial papers or accounts receivable, or by buying and selling contracts, leases, chattel mortgages, or other evidences of indebtedness, or by financial leasing of movable as well as immovable property. Republic Act No. 8556 is an act amending Republic Act No. 5980 as amended, otherwise known as the Financing Company Act. This act shall be known as the Financing Company Act of 1998. It is hereby declared to be the policy of the state to regulate and promote the activities of financing and leasing companies to place their operations on a sound, competitive, stable, and efficient basis as other financial institutions, to recognize and strengthen their critical role in providing medium and long-term credit for investments in capital goods and equipment, especially by small and medium enterprises, particularly in the countryside, and to curtail and prevent acts or practices prejudicial to the public interest, so that they may be in a better position to extend efficient service in a fair manner to the general public and to industry, commerce, and agriculture, and thereby more fully contribute to the sound development of the national economy.
Financing companies shall be organized in the form of stock corporations, at least 40% of the voting stock of which is owned by citizens of the Philippines, and shall have a paid-up capital of not less than 10 million pesos.
Golden Harvest is classified as a finance company. Way back August 1980, Golden Harvest Finance Corporation was put up by Pineda and Salazar family of Guagua, Pampanga, wherein the officers and directors started its operation in Santo Niño, Guagua, Pampanga. It was duly approved as a financing company by Securities and Exchange Commission on November 16, 1981. The officers and board of directors are the owners themselves, having an accountant as internal auditor and hired another accountant for external auditor. What services do you offer?
So anong mga services na ino-offer namin o mga kinikater na namin loans? So dito, nariyan yung mga real estate mortgage. Ano itong real estate mortgage? Itong real estate mortgage, yun yung mga secured na collateral. Ito yung mga land title. Okay. So land title ito, tapos pinaka-register yun ang contract, real estate mortgage contract. Pinapa-register yun. So, registry of deeds. Kasi nandun yung mga title sa kanila sa registry of deeds. So, pag na-okay na, dumaan sa approval, una magsasubmit muna ng list of requirements. Halimbawa, borrower ka, magsasubmit ka ng meron kami mga list of requirements.
List of requirements: clean title, location plan with vicinity map, certified true copy tax declaration, latest tax clearance, latest official receipt, real property tax, pictures of the building or house, BIR TIN of the borrower, 2 valid IDs, latest ID photo of the borrower, DTI permit and mayor's permit for those having existing business.
Pag kumpleto na yon, kukuhanin namin yung mga requirements mo. Pagbalik mo, halimbawa bumalik ka kumpleto na, together with the application. And then, i-CCI na yon. The most is 3 working days. Malalaman mo na kung ma-approve o disapprove yung loan. So, ganun kabilis ang pagpaprocess namin ng mga loans. Para hindi matagalan yung mga tao kasi alam namin, nangangailangan sila. Gusto nila madalian no? So, ganun ang ano namin. Dati meron kami, yun nga, market vendor. Meron pa naman yung mga sa palengke. Kaso mga, hindi naman ganun kalaki yung nakukuha ng mga market vendor. No? It depends dun sa pamapalinda nila. Tapos, kung minsan may market vendor, malaki yung exposure ng loan sa kanila, pero meron silang solid collateral. Ang ibig sabihin, meron silang naka-friend dito sa office na yun nga, yung mga transfer of title, yung TCT or land title nila. Either na vacant lot or lot with the house, ganyan, or improvements na tawag. Noon, meron din kami mga chattel mortgage. Chattel mortgage, yung mga ORCR na mga sasakyan. So, depende rin, siyempre, titingnan namin yung mga tinatanggap namin, yung mga kung pasok pa dun sa mga model ng sasakyan na pinapasok niya dito sa opisina. Check discounting, mga nagre-rediscounting kami ng check-in, kaso secured din sila. Meron din silang secured na collateral dito sa amin. Kung ano yun, real estate din. So parang halimbawa, meron kang standby sa amin, let's say kalahating milyon or 1 million, pwede namin ikaw na i-rediscount dun sa credit line mo sa amin. Yung mga post-dated checks mo, yun nga, tapos tatanggapin namin, i-rediscount namin based on your credit line na na-approve sa amin. Kasi na business loans, ganun din sila, business loans, yung may mga negosyante dyan, na parang nangangailangan silang emergency or parang additional capital. So, nagpo-provide din kami ng gano'n. Kaso, secured din sila ng may collateral ng real estate mortgage din. So, going back dun sa real estate na gano'n, kukumpletohin nila yung requirements na yan. Pag na-okay na, gagawin namin yung mortgage contract, pipirmahan lang. So, lahat, pati notaryo, sa amin, sa opisina kami ng notaryo. And then, ilalakad lang yung registration para ma-register yung real estate mortgage duly dyan sa Registry of Deeds.
Interest rates.
For short-term or 30 days only, the interest rate is 3% inclusive of service fees and VAT. For 1-year term, interest rate is 18% plus 2% service fees. For 2 years term, 16% per annum, so times 2, 32% plus 2% service fees.
Do you just grant loans to everyone?
Golden Harvest does not just grant loans to everyone. Golden Harvest Finance Corporation grants loan for those who have an existing business. As much as possible, the borrower should have a good collateral and they should have the capacity to pay and have a good credit standing to other banking or financing institutions. Golden Harvest will investigate to know if the borrower has a regular income. For example, remittances from the overseas Filipino worker families, and if the following circumstances are met, the loan will be approved.
How do you differentiate your firm from others?
Getting loan in Golden Harvest is faster and easier than ever. You just have to pass all the requirements, and in at least 3 working days, you will know if your loan is approved or not. For example, if the borrower passed an application form applying for the loan, expect that after 3 working days, the character investigation is already done. The borrower can now follow up the status of their loan. Golden Harvest always makes sure to process the loan as soon as possible because they know that the borrower needs the money.
Who is your major competitor?
Banks are their major competitors because banks nowadays are accepting small amount of loans. Unlike before, the bank will not approve the loan if it's below 1 million pesos.
What were the risks and opportunities you faced?
The risk that they have encountered is that when the borrower's account is past due, they are sending the borrower a demand letter or a collection letter reminding them the account overdue. But if the borrower will not be able to pay its loan, what will they do is that they will foreclose or sell the property because they are not after the property, they just want the cash back. That's the least thing that they can do instead of waiting for the borrower to pay its past due obligation.
Financing companies has been with us for as long as people are borrowing money. They provide financial security for individual business and alike. Finance companies are also important to the economy because they are involved in such economic activities like issuing money, settling payments, and maturity transformation of money. Financing companies are very convenient to people. Without financing companies, people will feel burdened buying expensive properties in lump sum cash.